green Thai curry, and I just have a few of the things already cut and peeled and everything. So the chicken has been seasoned with my Badia complete seasoning. This is always the seasoning that I use, and also a bit of ginger powder because I don't have any fresh ginger. Fresh ginger will always be best, and you would just grate it and like have it marinate. So we have chicken, we have a half of onion sliced into 3 and then sliced again. We have scallions, about 3 to 4 stalks of scallions. We have zucchinis or courgettes. My garlic paste, and if you don't know how to make garlic paste, I'll have it linked in the iCards and also in the description box in one of my previous videos. We have green peppers. We have mushrooms. These mushrooms were starting to go bad, so I decided to just put them into the pot. They're a veg. This is another recipe where you can put almost any veg into it. So you can use broccolis if you'd want. You could probably even use cauliflower. So you can use up some of your veg that are going bad. I have basil leaves, and these were in the freezer, so that's why they look like that. We have red pepper, sliced red pepper, and then I'm gonna use a squeeze of lemon in, or put a squeeze of lemon into the batter. And then of course I am not making this Thai curry paste from scratch, so I have a jar of Blue Dragon Thai green curry paste, and of course coconut milk, because there's no curry on this earth that should be made without coconut milk or some cream of some sort. So yes, in the next video you'll see me, or in the next clip you'll see me getting the rice ready to cook and beginning the cooking process of the chicken. So here you can see me putting some time into the rice. I think I use, this is about 2 to 2.5 cups of rice. And how much water, I don't know, I just pour water inside of it until it covers the rice. I put 2 stalks of thyme in there just so that the rice has some flavor. You can also put like ginger to make it like aromatic and stuff like that. I would prefer to, or it's better if you use like jasmine rice. This is just regular old long rice because I wasn't trying to risk going out to just get jasmine rice. You know, coronavirus she's still outside. So we're not doing that. That's not what we're not going to do that, because that's just pointless. So I just get my fire lit. Get the handle out of the way. And then I'm going to say put about a teaspoon of salt. And if you've been watching my channel long enough, you know, I always find sea salt. I never use anything else. And, you know, because I am who I am, I'm just going to put a bit of black pepper inside. And just get a regular spoon and just mix that. You can put oil in it, but at the end of it I'll probably just mix in some butter, but I'll see, depends on how I feel. And we're just gonna let this cook. You don't want to put too much flavor into it in terms of like salt and stuff like that, just because the Thai curry itself is going to be salty on its own. And then we can go ahead with the chicken. We just get some oil into the pan. That's enough, and we're just gonna let that heat up so that we can begin cooking our chicken. You're gonna want to cook your chicken before, just to ensure that it is cooked through, because undercooked chicken is not, that's not the way, my friend. And make sure that you season, like, I know if you watch a lot of recipes, it's gonna be like you just need salt and pepper. No, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourselves. Don't do that to your taste buds. Don't do that to your partners. Don't do that to your children. So for all my salt and pepper lads and ladettes, please season your food properly. Get an all-purpose seasoning and just control your salt that way. So you don't necessarily have to cook with salt, but season properly. So I can smell this getting hot, and we're gonna just get it in. You're gonna just have this cooked down. Obviously, you should know what chicken looks like when it's cooked, but make sure there's no pink spots. This is how you would like your chicken to look when it's finished. You can see there are no pink pieces. Obviously, some sides, well, not obviously, but you can see that some sides were stuck longer on the side, and it's brown a bit. But essentially, this is what you're looking for. So I'm now going to put the chicken into just a bowl. I'm just using like Tupperware. And then we're gonna start frying down our onions and garlic paste. You don't want to add any more oil just because we've fried this in oil. The chicken also has fat, as well as the coconut milk will have oil in it. So you don't want to do that. So now the amount of garlic paste this is about 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of garlic paste. My advice to you, I love the flavor and the taste of garlic, so I don't mind it. But garlic is necessary in this dish, so I would advise that you use 1 tablespoon of garlic paste. It doesn't need to be this much. But if you're a lover of garlic, my friend, go for it. Go for it. And throughout this dish, you'll notice that there won't be much salt added to it because the chicken already had seasoning on it. The Thai green curry paste will have salt in it, as well as the garlic paste was made with salt. So we're just gonna fry this down. And when it's finished frying down, then we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of our Thai green curry. 1, 2, 3. And just like making Caribbean curry, you're gonna want to fry the curry paste down in this as well. At this juncture, I'm gonna put in my coconut milk. Now, I got this coconut milk from either Lidl or Aldi, and they, to me, have the best coconut milk. And a good way of finding the best coconut milk is reading the instructions and looking for how much coconut extract or coconut fat is in the coconut milk. Now, if you wanted to, you can use light, but nobody over here really likes. So we're going with full fat for full flavor. And I don't know if you can see, I don't know if my camera's not, so yes, 91% coconut extract. So what I'm gonna open, when I'm opening this, I'm gonna take out some of the fat from this just to save, because I use coconut milk in everything, in rice, in curries, in pilaus. So I'm gonna open this and take out some of the coconut fat and then empty the rest of the can into the pan. So I took some out, and now I'm just going to spoon the rest into the pot. And it's okay to let the water inside of it go in. And here we're just gonna let this cook. Don't mind that it looks like this. It's gonna start looking better, especially when we start to add our greens to it. It just needs to cook a bit. So at this juncture, we're gonna just let it cook for at least 2 minutes, and then we'll start to add the vegetables to it. Our rice is just about finished, and as you can see, it's very grainy, which is what we're looking for. At least that's what I'm looking for. Sticky rice might actually work better with this, but I'm not too keen on that. So I'm gonna just have the steam do the rest of it. I've turned the fire down completely, and I'm just gonna keep it covered and have it stay and cook with the steam for another maybe 2 minutes. And as you can see, our curry is beginning to cook down. At this juncture, I'm going to add all the vegetables. This, as in not this, but green pepper, definitely mushrooms. I'll put in the courgettes later just because they're gonna cook really soft. The basil. And the red pepper. And really the red pepper is just optional, but I put that in just for color. And guys, I'm telling you, this smells amazing. Now at this juncture, if you wanted to, you could go in and check it for taste in terms of salt. I am not going to put any more salt in it just because I don't know if you saw like my latest video with the potato au gratin, but I am trying to lose weight, so I'm trying to cut back on like the salt because salt helps with water retention, and we're not trying to retain water unnecessarily. And we get our chicken back in there. And we just stir and just have it cooked together. Have all those flavors, marinate, and 2 minutes into this cooking time, we're gonna add our courgettes and hit it all with it. What I will do is put in some black pepper though, because yeah. And also, if you're keen on spicy foods, you can get a butter chili and put some spice into it. I don't have any of that, so I'm just going to use some chili flakes and just dunk it in there because spice all over. And the chili flakes would also bring color into the dish. And remember, don't worry about adding water even if you feel it's too thick. The mushrooms will cook down, they will sprout water, the veg sprouts water. The courgettes, when put in, will also spring water and moisture. So we're gonna let this cook for 2 minutes, and then we're gonna add the courgettes, and then basically the dish is finished in under 30 minutes. Now we're gonna add our courgettes, and we're gonna have these cook for about another 2 minutes because we don't want them too soft, but we also don't want them hard. Also, as you can see, I've loaded this pot up with loads of vegetables, and if you have kids, young kids, this is a really good way to get them to have veggies, because now the veggies are very flavorful, so they're not complaining that they taste bad, because guess what, they taste just like the chicken. Also, if you wanted to do this dish, you could use tofu. I do love tofu. I actually eat tofu a lot, so you can do this vegetarian style, vegan style, and use some tofu, because the rest of it is pretty much vegetarian, vegan, and basically all natural. You don't have to use chicken, you can use tofu. And you know, put your pot on the stove and let's go. So in the next clip, I'll be showing you when it is completely finished, and I'll be plating it into a bowl with the rice that is now definitely finished. The rice is definitely finished now. And bon appetit. Here I take the lemon and I just squeeze it into it. Ideally, it's actually supposed to be a lime. I don't have any limes, so we're gonna use lemons. You just mix that in. Now this is usually how I plate my Thai green curry. I put it into a bowl. I think traditionally the rice is put into one bowl and the curry is put into another, but yeah, I'm not really doing that. I get my curry and I spoon my curry over my rice. Get some of those vegetables. And then we take the leftover green onions and we just sprinkle those on top. For kids, you don't have to do the sprinkle on top stuff. Or if you yourself you're not really a fan of green onions, then you can do that. And this is my meal. Bon appetit, guys. Bon appetit. Thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed watching me create this, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. If you'd love to see me create anything of your choice, if you just leave it in the comment section down below, I'll be definitely picking it up. And thank you guys so much for all the support, and remember, bon appetit.